All right, Shalom, Shalom.
Shalom.
We would like to start off by giving our honor and glory to.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Kakadash.
We also want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Rule as well as peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. We out of GMS Mississippi Camp. Hey, today we're going to go into a live stream entitled America is Through in Us. Starting with the elder brother Yashawamba, he'll say we through, or Eve is through, Jake is through. Well, in the grand scheme of things, when it comes to the nation of Israel, America is through in us. Or in other words, it's destroying us. It's unaliving us. All right, like the brothers brought out the analogy with the frog soup. You know, you get the frogs in water at room temperature, and gradually over a period of time, you increase the temperature to the point where the frogs have been gradualized into being boiled, a slow progression to death. All right, you got it, brother.
This is Micah 2:10. Taraji and depart, for this is not your rest.
America is not your fucking rest, man. Because you got Israelite camps that push this doctrine that America could be destroyed 1,000 years from now, 10 years from now. Like, nigga, by 2040, there's going to be certain parts of the planet that you can't travel to. They're saying there's going to be certain countries that it's going to be too hot to inhabit. It's going to be underwater, all right? You always watch those dystopian movies that project that, man, a tree is going to be like a dinosaur.
Yeah, it's gonna be rare.
Yeah, like, you look at the children of the future in those movies, and they look at a picture of a tree like, y'all once had this, you know? Esau is a cancer to the planet, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be rare to have babies.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Hey, yeah. It was that one movie, City of God or something like that. But yeah, it was like one woman was the last woman that had an actual real baby. All right.
Matthew 24:22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved before the elect's sake. Those days should be shortened.
So the earth spinning faster or the universe moving faster, that should Yahweh shorten the days. Did it not say in Sirach 36 make the time short? So Yahweh is shorting the days. All right, it's really mercy for us. Just imagine a long, drawn out day, man. That's even more hell. At least time is going by fast at work, you know? All right, go ahead. Oh, okay. You was about to make a point. That was on the movie Man of Steel.
Yeah, man, it still showed like her name. She had a natural birth. He was the first. Yeah, he was the first one. But she was the first one to brought a natural birth.
Yeah.
Because normally like they created them, and like the movie the brother Tom, what you were saying though, and like you not been having no kids though. And that showed the movie like she was the first person gave natural birth to a child.
Yep.
I'm gonna get back the description. It's Matthew, no, it's not. It's Micah 2:10. To rise and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It should destroy you, even with a sword of destruction.
It will destroy you even with the sword of destruction. Now look at your high school yearbook for you older brothers. Your high school picture, your yearbook picture, your high school yearbook album from like the 90s. And for even you older brothers and sisters, think about your high school album pictures from the 70s, your college album picture from the 70s, man. How many of those classmates have came and went before their time? How many of those classmates died from cancer, high blood pressure, diabetes, stroke? They done lost limbs. How many of them have been incarcerated? How many of them have been put to death through gun violence? All right. How many of them went from weighing 120, 140, 160 to 300 pounds? All right. In a short span of 30, 40, 50 years. That's not natural, man. All right. So we're under the curse of Adam. So we're subject to death. All right. Most I said the man will live 120 years, but that's an acceleration of death now.
Yes, it's a lot, bro. We were thinking the same thing. It's not city of God, it's children of men.
Children of Men. All right, I stand corrected. The movie Children of Men had that lady that had that last natural birth. All right? Children of Men at the water for that correction. All right? But go ahead, bro.
That's the one you had brought it out. Ecclesiastes, Sirach 36:8. Make the time short. Remember the covenant and let them declare thy faithful, thy wonderful works.
And we know America is dead because Yahweh Ba'ashim is speeding up the time. And Jake was making a pretty good point. He was saying, have y'all noticed that like every decade really had an era that was distinct from the last decade? Like the '60s had a certain feel and a theme to it.
From the 70s.
There was from the '70s, and the '80s had a certain theme and a feel and a vibe to it. Yeah, from the '70s.
Each decade had its own spirit.
Each decade had it. The '90s, Martin, Living Color, you know, Living Single,
Fresh Prince.
Fresh Prince. You know, I want to say
R. Kelly.
yeah, but it's like after the 2000s, everything just flattened out.
Yeah.
You know, it didn't have the same feel and authenticity. All right, even people even admit like there was a shift. There was a shift, man. Hey, you have about my shop, there was a shift, man. All right, so it's like we're living on like how can I put this? Borrowed time, man. You know,
I appreciate it.
you got it. You remember we used to have 4 seasons?
Yeah.
You remember when it felt like Christmas, not to
Yeah.
get all paid?
Yeah.
But it had a certain feel to it.
And it took a long time to get there, too.
It did.
Back in the day, it seemed like it took Christmas like 20 years to come back
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Now you blink your fucking eye, it's December. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Hey, this is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 19. Cursed shall you be when you come in, and cursed shall you be when you go out.
And that's the curses. America is the place where the curses take place. Now, ultimately, for the Israelites scattered abroad, the planet Earth under the rule of Esau Edom is a prison planet. It's playing out the curses.
Yeah.
But hey,
Yeah.
curse should go ahead.
No, it's because well, it says how cursed you will be in the city and the world.
Yeah.
Because they call themselves leaving America for a better way of life. And like you said, everywhere you travel around the planet, it's pretty much an extension of Esau Edom's mind.
Yep.
So you don't quite escape. Although you're not in Babylon the Great itself, the people that's inhabiting those other regions of the earth, they're still suffering too.
Yeah, where's
You know?
where's the Mansa Musa of Israel?
Right.
Where's the Mansa Musas? Where's these rich, prominent Seminole Indian kings? These rich, prominent Judite, Benjamin, Levite within the world. So you go to a different country, you're still under Esau Edom's rulership. You know.
And just to prove, Elder Kazak, this is Matthew 13 and 38. Yahushua speaking. The field is the world.
The field is the world. Hey, cursed should I be in the city? Cursed should I be in the field? Cursed should I be when I comest in? Yeah, as soon as you're born, they get vaccinations. You know, it takes some it's resistance to not get vaccinations, man.
Yeah.
All right,
'Cause you're a product.
you're a product,
Your
man.
mom is the informant.
Yep.
That's where you get the BC or the birth certificate from. And then you're nothing but a miniature corporation. That's why your names are in all caps.
And
The
then,
strong man.
then you're born in a hospital.
Yeah.
There's no life in that motherfucker,
That's
man.
right,
It's
bro.
like this white.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're like, okay, this is a hospital. Why y'all got all this bullshit in the snack machines?
Right.
They got the little hospital shop. It's just bullshit. It's like a nigga liquor store.
Yeah,
You know?
the doctors and nurses all overweight.
Yeah, they all got wild bodies and shit.
Yeah.
You know? Like, how y'all gonna help me? You can't help yourself.
Right.
You know? 'Cause it's a fucking business, man. All right, but that's a curse. You're born under the hands of a damn Edomite. You're born in a hospital room.
You born in a place where people die.
You're born right down the hall. Yeah, somebody's dying,
Then you got a morgue inside that motherfucker.
and we're not even supposed to be around dead bodies
Yeah,
like that,
you got a
man.
morgue in there.
Because you born into a slow death.
Mm-hmm.
And then you grew up. A lot of us grew up in the fucking concentration camp, and you didn't even realize it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like a project. Some of us grew up in the projects. Some of us was born in like duplexes in the hood. If you drive back to that motherfucker now that you live in a better environment,
Yeah.
this is concentration camp. Yep. Y'all go through them hoods that we grew up in. Like, bro, it's like all the houses look the same. They all got barred windows. There's an ominous spirit over the environment. Come on, man, this is a concentration camp,
Yeah,
man.
You have to have the spirit to be awoke to see it.
Yeah, man, this ain't right, man.
It's also a social experiment,
Right.
you know. Like Clone Tyrone, the documentary.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
They live. They got when
Oh, you said
put
a
the
lot
glasses
in
on.
Captain Squad. Okay.
This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 4, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people."
Right, if I could make a point, only solution is to be saved, man. You know, and Spirit has gave a proper breakdown of that scripture. You know, now you read that in Micah, what was that, 2 and 10? Micah 2 and 10. It's talking about in the Spirit. Revelation 18 and 4. That's literal. We have to literally be saved, man, because we're expiring.
That's right.
You know.
Yeah, there's no way you can make more money here than that's gonna make you straight.
No.
Oh no.
There's no way that more money is gonna make you. We're breathing in chemtrails, man.
Yeah.
The earth can't take it under Esau.
Right.
The earth is dying up under Esau. But Halak, you got some? Oh, okay, Salak, I'm tripping up on this.
That ye be not partakers of her sins, and ye receive not of her plague.
And that's literal, because we're gonna have to leave America to not receive the punishment of her actions, which is the thermonuclear destruction, man.
And Yahushua
Yeah.
sending laser beams
Yeah,
into
yeah.
a double.
Come on, man.
Yahushua nuclear destruction.
Come on, man.
Like brother Lockman from Mobile be saying, only way out is up.
On the way out is up, man. Like real shit, man.
Man, a lot of read some on the way here. And we go back into it, you know, like a lot of times with the news and stuff, you gotta let it play out. Russia has a submarine.
Speak up,
Russia has a submarine now where they can house 160 nukes.
Damn. Man, I had a vision. It was the submarines at the coast, or some ships at the coast of America bombing this bitch. Right, go ahead, bro.
And then they can go on the ticket,
Oh yeah.
so they can just pull up to both coasts of America. They can be in the Gulf, Atlantic, Pacific, you know. And what Russia do, they be fucking with America. On the way out, they'll make themselves detectable. They be in the coast.
Damn.
Look what I
Yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah, nigga, I was here. I think they was doing something.
Yeah, it's right.
Gotcha.
Hey, bro, if I make a point, I can make a point because y'all talk about, you know, how this is like a concentration camp. I thought about a song that Too Short had once. It said, "The world is a ghetto." So I looked up ghetto, and it say, in the etymology, ghetto, part of a city which Jews are compelled to live. So we're forced to live in this fucked up society under the rulership of this devil, man. You know, because he's in rulership. So this is not our rest of the scriptures go into. So no one should be, especially if you're Israelite, just comfortable and want to see this place continue, man, because it's nothing but like say a jail, a concentration camp. You're trapped here, man.
Somebody get that Isaiah 42:22. You get your precept.
Okay, this Revelation 17:2, just going into how y'all was going to America, pretty much has adulterated all these other nations. Let's go into that Babylonian wine. This Revelation 17:2 in the NLT, the kings of the world have committed adultery with her, and the people who belong to this world have been made drunk by the wine of her immorality.
Hey, speaking of immorality, something Halak brought out. You brought out the particular species of monkeys that operate off a matriarch. And the matriarch, the women are on top, right? But you said, what do they do? All they do is just fucking eat.
All they do, they have these one meals, and all they do is have sex with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they share them, and they don't get nothing else done.
Well, 80% of the nigga community, 80% of the women are having babies by 20% of the men. So that's that monkey matriarch. That's the new term, monkey matriarch. Because all the women are having babies by one select male, and that's the nigga community. Yeah, but that goes off the wine of Babylon. You know, breaking down the systems of tradition, breaking down the nuclear family, females just going off instinct. You know, come on, man. All right, you said you had a
You want the NLT if you did.
KJ.
It's Isaiah 42:22, KJV. It says, "This is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses."
And what are the prison houses? Your environment, your ghettos, and no matter. Say it again. Oh yeah. Well, here it is. Snared in holes is your religion. It's your belief system. All right. And those prison houses are those favelas, those slums in Central and South America, the ghettos in America. That's a prison house, man. Because everywhere you go, it's systemically set up for Jake to be basically redlined in modern day times. All right, you section off on the other side of the railroad, but it's like a starter kit for the Israelites. You got your liquor stores, the Section 8, the Planned Parenthood. You probably set up shop at some nuclear facility.
Family Dollar,
The Family Dollar, Dollar General, churches, low grade food,
McDonald's.
low vibrational food.
What juvenile say? Come outside, see number projects and bricks.
It's like, and then you said the concentration camp, because, like you say, because the concentration camp, what it does, it refines you to a particular area.
It keeps you concentrated there.
Yeah. So Jake, even though there's no bars, Jake mind keep him concentrated in one area of the city.
That's right.
You know, that's why when you move to certain different places, you don't see Jake, because Jake mind can't function anywhere else outside this shit.
Hey, prime example, like in Chicago, you got niggas like from 63rd, Low Block, never went to downtown Chicago.
That's a fact.
And that's only 20 minutes away, Zaquan? About 15, 20 minutes away?
About 15, 20 minutes away.
Just depends on the speed of the car.
It was a Jake. I tell a quick story. It was a Jake. I had did ride share. He from Cali, so he one of them wild niggas. And he like, yeah, I'm on West Side 60 shooter, some shit. You know how them niggas be having them long titles. So the nigga said, he was asking what to do, and I was like, so I was telling him about different places, and then he said, so can I go out there like this? I was like, nah, you can't go out there like that. He said, so is Flowood a place for a nigga like me? Nah. That shit gonna be terrible. Yeah, he said, shit, fuck that. He said, we're gonna turn Flowood to South Jackson.
That's Rankin County. They let you do that.
They show you that Jake Mind can only function in one environment.
Yep.
And they try to make everywhere they go that
That
environment.
environment,
That's right.
That's why I take one or two ratchet bitches to move into an apartment complex. Oh,
They're gonna bring that monkey matriarch.
That's it.
Cause you notice Eve moved to a decent environment. She don't start dating decent guys. She still bring the hoodlums to her apartment.
Yep.
She still fuck with the it's the I'm gonna start calling that shit the monkey matriarch, man.
Bitch be a home nurse
Yeah.
dating a thug.
Yep.
They showed you that on Tupac Juice. Juice, old girl was a nurse, and then she was dating Q. Q was a thug in high school, man.
I seen it. It was a lady. She was a travel nurse. She was making every bit about $1400, $1,800 a week.
Mhm.
Nigga that she was dating and everything.
Yep.
She get him the money. He going to buy bricks.
But you know what? That's Eve of our nation, man. It's they on that dark frequency, they're in that dark spirit, and they're attracted to them dark spirits, man.
Like I said, wicked. Wicked woman is giving us a portrait to a wicked man.
Thinking on that.
You know. All right, come.
I'm
back to you.
Back into it. It says they are for a prey and non-delivered.
Oh, they are for a prey. Because really, Jake is a fucking victim. And the reason why you're a fucking victim because you're a lab rat. Niggas be thinking they just organically became niggas after the civil rights movement. Like after the 50s to the 60s, we just organically turned into Crips, Bloods, GDs. Just organically became degenerates, man. You were down test subject.
yeah, but that's a reaction.
It's a reaction, man.
Like the violence, the gangs, all that result to what? The chemicals that they put
Yeah.
in that environment. Because when you do tests, you got variables. So you will put this variable in this with this rat, and you put this variable with this rat, and then you come back and test the results. So what we're seeing is the results of that chemical reaction of crack. You know, that's when the hood became violent. That's when these young niggas was able to get all this money real quick. You know, so what we're seeing with niggas today is a chemical reaction from that crack cocaine, man.
And that's what Esau's theory for his research experiment was based on.
Yeah.
That's the theory of it. You just add the you just add the variables to see which one gonna work.
And we're in the state of sorcery. We're in the states of sorcery because our generation grew up in the soundtrack of the attack that Esau did on us. Because he put the crack in the cities in the 80s. We grew up off the culture.
Yeah.
You know, 8 Ball, MJG, Underground Kings, or just Jay-Z's, and everybody's theme was the same thing, the drug dealer. The pimp or the drug dealer.
It was a documentary I watched on that. I mean, you talked about it a few times. He was saying that how they originally was doing the enchantments and the rituals and stuff. They were doing it through metal. So, but Jake wasn't listening to metal because they did a what they call it, like sit down with the group. They would get their lyrics through like doing these rituals and send it to this witch, and she would do what she do to it, and they would basically print the disc and send it out. Now people can listen to it. When you listen to it, they would bring the demons in the house. But Jake wasn't listening to that. And then they had to come up with a solution to get attack Jake. And they came up with NWA. And that was their first form of like, niggas with attitude.
And then they created the prison system so they can make good on the investment by using music to inspire you to go to jail.
13 a minute.
Because if Esau put you on TV, nigga, if whatever Esau put out, nigga's an agent. I'm talking about from MLK, Malcolm X, man, you saw it out, man.
Farrakhan.
He's like, If you really that dude, you supposed to been died in a car accident. Had a heart attack.
It says none.
So like I say, it shows that Esau's a promoter of death, man. Because just thinking, you don't see commercials about vegetables and fruit, things that are good for your body. You don't see those type of things, man. You see, a bunch of sugary things, stuff that breaks down your body, destroy and fucks up your pineal gland, man. So he's just a promoter of death, man. So like the elder was saying, anything or anybody that Esau put on the forefront, ain't nothing supposed to good come out of it except the benefit of his pocket, man.
And sugar's another drug. It's another test drug, another lab drug, bro.
If you do good, you do it willingly. It says none delivered for a spoil and none says restored.
That's why we need Yahweh Shah.
You need your Howard shot.
So MLK from the Tupacs and all that shit was all bullshit. These are spiritual restraints that we're in, that the Most High put us in, and only Yahweh Shah can take us out.
The kinsman redeemer.
The kinsman redeemer.
The NLT it says have no one to protect them and no one to take them home. Remind you of Deuteronomy 28. No one made by ourselves.
That's why I said Isaiah 52, how you have sold yourselves for naught. You should be redeemed without money.
That's right.
We're going to how Yahweh Shah is going to be the only one to repair us, man. Just like the reparations are going to have us sick as a nation. And they showed you how Esau knows. They showed you there on the Dave Chappelle show when they gave you niggas reparations. Do what y'all did, man. Niggas bought a cigarette truck, a tobacco truck or whatever. Niggas spent all the money up.
Cadillac went up.
Yeah, because you're not disciplined wisdom, so of course Esau knows you're gonna give it right back to the same system they gave out to you.
Which shows you that the real answer is the truth. The real reparations is the truth. The word reparation goes back to repair. This is the only thing that can fix our people, man.
Go ahead, bro.
This I got 1-6. Yet sown so much and bringing little.
That's the average Jake, man. Once again, death is normal.
You working 2 or 3 jobs.
You working 2 or 3 jobs to sustain yourself, to not get behind, to play catch up, and you still broke. The 8-hour shift is exterminated. It's extinct.
Yeah.
They say you live in one of them stores and turn everybody going now.
Cause rent though, let's use Mississippi for example. A 1-bedroom in a decent neighborhood might have been $600. Now that's an automatic $1,000. And this is in the confines of Mississippi. You know what I mean? The eggs used to be $2, $3, $4. Now it's about $10.
It's the cheapest place to live.
And it's the cheapest place to live, bro. So everybody's moving down south, man. All right? That's why the scripture says the plowman shall overtake the reaper.
Yeah.
Jake don't even know that they're still plowmen. They're industrial plowmen. In these warehouses, driving these trucks. You got a truck with $1 million load. $1 million load worth of laptops or whatever. And that whole little route, you might get $1,500 by the end of the week. But you just dropped off $1 million load from Cali to Florida.
At the end of the week, he dropped out 3 of them.
Yeah. By the end of the week, you dropped off $3 million worth of products. And they gave you a little $1,500.
4 hours of sleep.
4 hours of sleep. Risking your fucking life.
It's a deadline on that motherfucker.
It's a deadline. Because you know what I know about Esau? Man, you got to have a fucking boundary, man. Cause this nigga he's not gonna stop for you.
Nah.
You gotta say, nah, that's enough. This man's a maniac. Esau's hey, can somebody get that scripture too? Be not frantic upon our servants. Somebody look up that word frantic. I know you got a scripture too.
Just to go, because when you go into this whole system, the fact that you're working, for paper dollars to get resources. Well, really, you're supposed to have the resources,
Right.
because when you go into, I want to get this real quick. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 26, going into Isaac, verse 12. It says, then Isaac sowed in that land and received in the same year 100-fold, and the Lord blessed him, and the man waxed great. And then NLT say he waxed very rich, and went forward and grew until he became very great or very wealthy. So this whole system that they got us in of chasing these paper dollars just to give it back to them to get resources, really you're supposed to have the resources.
That's what makes you real.
Yeah. And then then now you're chasing the dollars to not even really get the resources because you gotta rent everything.
Yep.
You rent an apartment, you got a car note.
Yep.
It's not like you accumulate horses.
Yep.
It's not like you accumulate cattle.
Yep.
Like you said, so it's worse than indentured servitude.
So you give me your labor to a system for but the system not giving you your just due in return.
Yeah.
Because like they said, Isaac sold, so he labored, he toiled in his land. He had servants, but he toiled in his land, but he was toiling for himself.
Yep.
Because even in this society, if you got your own business, you're still being pimped by Esau. Because you gotta get certification, you gotta get special licenses, you gotta pay different tax, you got what they call the operation, doing business as the operations. So even in the business, like if you do the numbers, a lot of people that got their own businesses, they're paying Esau to run their to allow them to run their business. By the time you get through paying their high ass insurance and cargo insurance and net insurance and net certification and net tax and this shit, you paying this nigga just to have a business.
A lot of Jakes, they not plugged into the market of wholesale. Like certain things that he didn't cut Jake outside of.
Yep.
So he don't get those wholesale discounts like Elam would. Or those tax breaks like Elam would, man. Elam, Ishmael, those dogs.
Hey, Jake come to the realization they be going through that business. It might as well could be a regular 8 to 5, 9 to 5.
For real, man.
You had to go through all that shit.
Because at least with a plowman, you just go home. You're a plowman at a warehouse like hey, after 2:30. Like, nobody call me.
And that fork, park that fork. Y'all them forks, goddamn.
Plug it back
Yeah,
in.
Fuck them customers.
Yeah.
It's Haggai 1:6. You have sown much and bring in little. You eat, but you have nothing to drink.
So you can make all this money, but then you get taxed the fuck out of it, and you bring in little.
Hey, they go into it, they curse you brought curse going in, curse going out. Because no matter how much them niggas make in between, them niggas go out cursing.
That's right.
You know? If we was here, Jordan wouldn't have no dynasty. Like next generation, Jake go broke the very next generation.
Yep, very next generation.
You know?
DMX kids.
Yeah. Red Fox. You know, you look at all these celebrities, you know, Terrell Owens.
Yeah.
So Jake have this short period of some type of prosperity, but Jake come in curse and leave out curse. All them touchdowns.
Trouble reasoning.
Yeah. All them albums sold.
Yeah,
You
Prince,
know what I'm saying?
Prince mansion, a damn museum.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yeah, hey, that's heavy, man. And then they have allegations within their lifetime.
Yeah.
So even within their lifetime, the wife took care of their shit.
Yeah.
They got like assault allegations, sexual this, that, you know what I mean? And those are allegations. They tarnish your image. You know?
Even at birth, when you come in, when you born, you got a bill, man. Somebody got to pay for that delivery. And then when you die, you got to build in and you leaving somebody a bill because they ain't gonna let you be buried for free.
And that shit is fucking expensive.
Expensive,
Really
man.
ridiculous, y'all. That shit.
About 10.
Y'all ain't no fucking sense.
And then a lot of times, go ahead.
I'm saying last one I had was part of I had to take care of my brother. That was in 2020, he was like 12.
Yeah.
And that was just something simple. We ain't go to church. We just made the burial site, put him in the ground, and left. Like, that was about 12 grand.
You have not enough, you drink, but you're not filled with drink. You clothed, but you're not warm. And he that earneth wages,
So you can have a refrigerator full, you can have alcohol. But at the end of the day, it does nothing for the spirit because you're still trapped in this system, man.
Trapped in the system.
You trapped in this system, and that's the importance of the comforter, man.
Yeah, almost all Israelites gotta maintain what they got.
Mm-hmm.
Like it ain't like okay, I got a $10 million record deal. I'm good for life.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta maintain your whole existence.
Look at Dame Dash, bro.
Yeah.
Dame Dash was on top of the world in the 90s. But like when Jake was breaking him down, okay, so when you was on them private jets and things of that nature, guess what? The company was paying it. But now when you have to pay that money and shit like that, now you notice that you're not wealthy, but you're rich. It's a difference between being rich and wealthy. Wealthy, you always to be sustained because you got continuous assets bringing you a residual income. Rich is just something you got here and now.
And Jake gotta hustle to stay rich.
You got to, man.
Yeah. And just to lay 'em back, showing you this ain't our rest. You know, older Jake, they end up coming out of retirement, man.
Yeah.
They can't even just stay where they at, and
Right.
you know, and enjoy the fruits of their labor.
Look at Smokey Robinson, man.
That nigga about 90. Like a little pit bull now, man.
Move like a statue.
Yeah. Cause I'm thinking like, man, these singers, they sing generation through generation through generation. Like from the 60s to the 70s to the Diana Ross and you know, either Aretha Franklin before they died. But I know someone that worked at like Saks at that time, a lot of celebrities would buy their clothes from like Saks.
Yeah.
And they was like, man, a lot of those celebrities are in debt.
Yes, sir.
They're in debt.
Yeah.
You know, that's crazy.
Mhm.
They just a rich version of us.
That's it.
He to earn a wage to put in a bag with holes.
Yeah, cause you never accumulate money. If you got a bag with holes, you never accumulate money.
They say
You can't save shit, man. Hey, you try to be sophisticated, create a little savings account that you can slide your money in. It might automatically do it. About 3 days later, you just transferring it right back to your checkers account. I'm gonna need that money, man. Need that back, bro. Yeah, man.
Only Jake be saying in the spirit, like, if it's not one thing, it's another.
It ain't one thing, it's the motherfucking another.
But look at Esau. Esau, you can have an actor or an actress that haven't made a movie since 1980 and still
rich.
can live off that income they made back in the 70s.
Man, Esau be an engineer, a doctor, and he'll stay next door to a rapper.
A rapper, bro.
Yeah. And you a nobody to this engineer or doctor, man.
That's right.
You know?
Man, this place I work at,
Yeah,
y'all,
yeah.
this school I
I
work
wanna see
at,
the definition.
all these Edomites, but how they live and how they operate, it's like they ain't even sober at all. I seen like girls literally skipping because they so damn happy in life.
You gotta lose with him.
Yeah, I got a quick
Yeah, how he works up, man. Come on, bro.
Hey, this Job 21:7. Wherefore do the wicked live, become old, yea, or mighty in power? Their seed is established in their sight with them, and their
They see their
offspring.
great grandkids be prosperous
Yeah.
based on the income that they did. You know, because when you think about it, Jake, there's no such Jake in this system that can have generational wealth. When you go into that entire term, that means race happiness, right? The entire race supposed to be on. So we're not going to get generational wealth until the kingdom.
Yeah, because they did that with Section 8, Planned Parenthood, welfare. How can you have generational wealth if they're paying your woman not to have you in the house?
Right, right.
The fastest way to wealth is home ownership, so that I've read. So how can you have home ownership if you're in Section 8?
But then the way the system is created here, you damn near be dead and still paying on the motherfucker.
Yeah,
That's
right.
the generational debt.
Yeah,
They take on debt.
yeah, because mortgage goes into what? Death
Dead
note.
pledge.
Yeah, dead pledge.
And Jake put taxes on their inheritance. I mean, Esau put taxes on your inheritance. Let's say you had an estate that you want to pass to your son. Well, before he can inherit that, he would have to pay Esau taxes on it. And a lot of people get in that situation that they had to sell off some of their inheritance because they don't have their cash liquid to pay all them taxes on it, man.
And that's assuming that our offspring are not niggas.
Yep.
You might be in your right man as the man,
Yep.
but your son might want to be a baller.
Yep, that's it.
That city shit. So he might even, you know, another thing too. Your offspring might have money, but they weren't born into a framework. So I've been meditating on the concept of a framework, like Elam. All their children, they're all born into like a cultural framework, into a certain mindset, man, that they can pass down to the next generation.
So it says, their seed is established in their sight with them, their offspring before their eyes. Their houses are safe from fear, neither is the rod of the Most High upon them.
Them Edomite neighborhood.
Right, bro.
Esau, like, it's another thing, when you're doing delivery and ride share, you can be staying in the city 30 years, but you come up on a neighborhood, you didn't know it existed.
Didn't even know it
It's like,
existed.
God damn, you hit 2 lefts, it's like, God damn.
You become a tourist.
Yeah, like you're in another country.
A whole other field.
I went there Wednesday. I seen it. Like, damn.
I seen some shit over there by the Renaissance over there, and it was just like, it was in the middle of the day. You just had deer. I thought it was fake deer. Then you started moving. I said,
Yeah.
that's actual deer. You think they're chilling in the front yard?
Birds chirp
You know?
Yeah,
It had, had statues. You know what I'm saying? You got statues and fountains and shit. I said, God damn.
You know, it's about them Edomites at nighttime, those type of neighborhoods, and you have the doors unlocked from time to
Oh,
time.
yeah, yeah.
You have the blinds open.
Remember that hood neighborhood we went to build that bed?
Oh, yeah.
Edomite just walking to each other's house.
Yeah,
back
yeah.
up on the
Yeah, I got that blessed that one. They talking about that.
We lock our doors for the trivial reason.
You put locks on your lock.
Yeah.
We lock the lock.
Captain Lamont.
This is Baruch chapter 3, verse 8. behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
We are yet this day in our captivity. You were never free, man. You just went from being an agrarian slave to an industrial slave, an agricultural slave to an industrial slave, a tech slave.
And then Esau show you that no matter what level you get to, you still subjugated to these payments. Because look how Esau has done the so-called riches of our people. The Diddy's, the Bill Cosby, the Mayweather. When you seen Mayweather in court for child support, you're like, nigga, you got poor nigga problem. Yeah. Like, nigga, you got summoned. It's a little ratchet bitch that can summon you to court.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you a billionaire. Like, you did all this fighting and Philly shelling and shit, but you come Philly shell at jail. Like, bring your ass here. Yeah. You see?
They're crazy.
Yeah, that's degrading.
That's emasculating.
Like, I don't even want to be rich no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you behind Travante. Your case next.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you said remind me of me and the brother that we ride and we were talking about different forms of slavery. We had went into video. Like you had slavery where that bond slavery, that hardcore slavery.
Yeah.
And then you would look at it like Abraham Lincoln and all
Chattel slave.
that. Chattel slavery. It wasn't a thing where they were like, okay, we're just gonna free everybody. No, Esau was like, shit. Like, how can we get them to work harder? I can't get them to work harder in the situation they was in.
Well, it went from private-owned slavery to corporate-owned slavery. That's what their whole emancipation was to get these niggas off the cotton field and put these niggas in these industries. Because you had the Industrial Revolution. It started in Europe, and then the elites were like, let's copy that in America and get these niggas in these plants. So they had to go to war with these niggas down south, all right, to free you niggas from private-owned slavery. Because that's when you had the birth certificate. Because back then, when you was a private-owned slave, when you were born, they just wrote your name in the book. You would just be, and whoever plantation you was born on, they would just write your name in the book, and they would keep track of you that way. But now, when they emancipated, to the corporate slavery, now you have a birth certificate because it shows that because the war also it put America in debt to the elite. So everybody now that was born after that, now you're a property of the elite because if the government is in debt to the banks, well, every time the government produces an asset, the asset goes directly to the elite.
People on the collateral. Yep. That's why on the birth certificate, they probably done changed it now because a lot of people find out about it. But on the birth certificate, it had informant.
Yep.
So the mother had to sign that who she's informant. Bankers. Yep. And she had birth another child as a slave to Jewish society.
Huh.
Look at these last clips. Well, thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payment according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord Yahweh our power.
So we're serving a punishment based off an iniquity that we did back in the ancient world, man. Nobody can release us but the Heavenly Father himself. And when Yahweh Shai gets here to deliver the elect, that's the release date. I bet you got it, bro.
The book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 51, and verse 12. Even I am he that comforteth you. Who art thou that thou shouldest be afraid of a man that shall die, and of the son of man that shall be made as grass, and forgettest Yahweh thy maker, that hath stretched forth the heavens and laid the foundations of the earth, and that feareth continually every day because of the fury of the oppressor, as if he were ready to destroy. And where is the fury of the oppressor? Verse 14. The captive exile hasteneth that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread shall fail.
Just imagine somebody putting you in a laboratory, chaining you to the laboratory, but they're giving you all types of potions to make you sedated in the laboratory. But Yahweh Bahashim Shai has sobered us up from that potion that made us sedated in the laboratory. Now we're hastening to be loose. So the 1/3, we've been withdrawn from that potion. So now we're conscious, like, bro, we gotta get out of here. Yeah.
We're acknowledging our offenses in this captivity.
And we're acknowledging our offenses.
Because if you think about it too, the system is the pit. What's the bread? The paper, the money. You got brothers just praying from one check to another check, goddamn.
Give us today our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
It's Micah 7 and 18 NLT. Where is another power like you who pardons the guilt of the remnant, overlooking the sins of his special people. You will not stay angry with
Well, Yahushua was pardoned. You know? So we have access to Yahweh through Yahushua. No, go ahead, bro.
And it focuses on the remnant,
Yes,
not
sir.
all Israel, man.
Right.
And you look at these other Israelite camps, they speak about the nation.
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody. The Lord focusing on the remnant, man.
That's it, bro.
Right, pardon goes into like forgiveness of a crime or offense.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So it says, where is another power like you who pardons the guilt of the remnant, overlooking the sins of his special people? You will not stay angry with your people forever, because you delight in showing unfailing love. Once again, you will have compassion on us. You will trample our sins under your feet and throw them into the depths of the ocean. You will show.
The Lord's anger is falling off of us. You know, because when we was in chattel slavery, that's when the Most High was pissed. All right, he was livid, and that's why he allowed such atrocities to happen to us. Man. Gator bait, dog babies being turned to dog food. Okay, just Esau just having his way with Jake, man, buck breaking. That was because the Lord was pissed.
He said in Lamentations 2nd chapter, the Most High was like an enemy unto
Yeah,
us.
he's like an enemy unto us.
This how power source being an enemy unto us, our creator. Man.
Shit went bad.
Real
You know?
bad.
So now we're in a time where the Lord is having their favor because we're being restored now. Even though we're in America, the Lord, you know, the scripture say the outward man perish, but the inward man is renewed day by day.
And that's the process. That's the Lord showing his power by him doing it here. You know? That's a form of him showing his power. And Heavenly Father's so powerful, he gonna make it like this situation never happened, man. They say cast our sins into the depths of the sea, the ocean. You know?
Verse 20. You will show us your faithfulness and unfailing love as you promised to our ancestors, Abraham and Jacob, long
That's a
ago.
kingdom, man. That's a physical kingdom set up or established on earth by the hand of Yahushua.
That's cool, bro. You have to get it. All right, with that, we hope you brothers and sisters are edified. Once again, we want to give our honor and glory too. Want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Ruel, as well as peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Abba, Abba,
Abba, Abba.
Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.